in just a bit. But let's come back to current political affairs. You said that when the government fails, you all fail. Has the government failed in addressing this abductions issue?
Well, first of all, let's not start from the issue of failing or not failing. Let's address the whole issue of abductions. I think it's the most dangerous precedent that you can set for us as a country. Forget about the government. You know, we should have limits as a country. And this issue of abductions for me is a twin issue between two things. It's two sides of the coin. Of course, there's the issue of rule of law. Why would one resort to sorting out issues in a way that is outside the law? When we are a country that has, prided ourselves as a bastion of democracy, we made a lot of progress. You look at our very troubled history on this issue. I have proclaimed myself privately within government circles. I have proclaimed myself publicly, got my social media post, that I think that abductions is not the way to go. I don't know who is doing the abductions. But let me add a rider here. For me, it doesn't matter who is doing. Irrespective of who is doing the abductions, only one party has got responsibility over the security, the safety, and the lives of all of us. That's the government that I serve. Okay? So for me, I'm unequivocal on that. That one, abduction is not the way to sort out grievances and disputes and unhappiness, yeah? But two, we may or may not know who is doing the abductions. Most important thing, cardinal point, it doesn't matter who is doing.
Okay.
The government of Kenya is responsible. We saw to the Constitution to safeguard the lives, the safety, the security of all of us. Yeah. And it's really my hope and prayer that we don't go through that route.
So who's the government in that circumstance?
The government is the entire government machinery, especially the security apparatus. Yeah.
So it's a security apparatus.
Yeah, it is part of the security apparatus to ensure.
In court today.
To ensure. Pardon?
They were expected in court today and did not appear.
And I really do hope that the Inspector General just appears to court. It is not present thing to appear in court. And I'm telling you.
So he shouldn't appear?
No, I'm saying it's not a present thing, but you have no choice.
So should he or should he not?
He should appear in court.
Okay.
Everybody, someone should appear in court. We don't have that luxury.
Okay.
Ordinary Mwananchi does not have that luxury. Okay. So neither should senior officers in government have the luxury.
So as an advisor, what will you tell the president regarding this issue of abduction? Because he pronounced himself.
He has, and I believe him.
And I believe him. He's been given a last chance.
And I believe him. And I believe what he said in Homa Bay. I think he proclaimed the government position on this issue. That
he said that
abduction is not government policy. And he said that abduction should stop. And I really believe him, and I would want to take his word for it.
But it did not.
Sorry?
It did not. He said that the abductions will stop, but it did not.
Well, I have not heard of any new cases since then, just to be fair. Maybe if you have any new cases of abductions since the president spoke in Homa Bay, maybe you can.
So doesn't that then show that the president...
So as a matter of fact... Yeah. As a matter of fact, there has not been any new cases of abduction.
Does that show then that the president knew who was doing the abduction?
No, I don't want to speculate on that, okay? I don't, I'm an economic advisor, I'm not a security advisor.
Then you said when the government fails,
I'm not an economic, but let me just make, first of all, my personal position, private and public. I do believe that route, that path of abductions is a very dangerous path. And it has got no reverse. The other side of the coin, Trevor, is the rule of law is one side of the coin. The other one is that we're having this huge discussion about values. Is it right? Is it right for my children? I've got Gen Z children, Is it right for my children, for me to watch as my children go into some of those things that we are watching on social media? Don't I have a responsibility as a parent, Don't I have a responsibility as a community? Forget about as a leader. Don't I have because even you, everybody, all of us, the church, the media, the parents, everybody, we do have a responsibility. So we need to have a twin conversation. One side of the conversation, the rule of law. The other side of conversation, this values issue and the whole thing of. And I think what I would advocate for now is a discussion on a national dialogue about the whole thing of values. I remember